Hey YouTube, this is Robyn here, and I'm here to do Game of Thrones episode 1 and 2. This is gonna be a new thing, just because the episodes of that I usually do are going to be coming to a close next month. And Game of Thrones is usually quite a short season. So I just wanted to give you guys something just a bit different and just give you guys just another review, because why not? So Game of Thrones continues off from where the last one took off, really. We have lots of different stuff happening. I'm gonna try and do my best to try and sum this up and give you guys an analysis of what's going on. Game of Thrones is a very, very difficult thing to review because there's quite a lot of stuff going on. But alas, I shall do my best. One of the things I found interesting, sort of going into these two episodes, were what's going on with Daenerys Targaryen. She is very much, sort of having to decide on what kind of queen, she wants to be to the people she's ruling. She has obviously upset the established order that the people that she saved, and the way they live their lives. It was a very master-servant type society, and she's basically gone in there and killed all the masters and freed all the slaves. And she now has to suffer the repercussions of that. Which is basically, can you still have established order after taking that order away? Daenerys is in a very interesting position where she has to decide what kind of queen is she. And, people call her the mother of dragons, but she doesn't have the dragons because she's shut out her, she's shut in her dragons. And she's living in this very conflicted type situation. And I was just very, very intrigued with what was going on. Because her sort of story has progressed into what happens when you do change things. Many different types of stories analyze about what happens when an individual wants to change established order. Like Batman does it all the time. Batman is a symbol of change for his city, but he's never able to fully achieve his goals. And what's interesting with Daenerys is that she has the drive and conviction to make change, but doesn't understand the repercussions of that change. And I was really, really interested in her character. Meanwhile, in King's Landing, we have obviously the aftermath of Tyrion Lannister killing his father, the dwarf guy killing his father. And that brings up a few interesting aspects to the dwarf character. I feel bad that I can't remember his name, but it brings some interesting elements into that, which were kind of interesting. And again, him and the big guy with the bald head tend to be tend to have a lot more of the interesting philosophical debates. Tend to have those philosophical debates, which is really, really interesting. And then we also have stuff going on with Queen Cersei. Queen Cersei has very much taken the role of the Queen. And what's interesting about this is Queen Cersei is a woman who isn't who doesn't have the same respect as a man. And again, this is seen throughout these kind of things where, this is a medieval type society where women were treated as second-class citizens and they weren't really treated as equals. And it's just really, really interesting to see how scheming Cersei is. And Cersei is really taking up this role of being a queen in King's Landing, rather. And it's just her character's always been very, very interesting. And Lena Headey does such a great job in the role. What else do I want to talk about? That's really all I can really think about with the main character stuff. But both episodes are really, really good. This show continues to just get increasingly good as each season goes by. I also like the stuff that's going on with Arya Stark rather. I really like the stuff that's going on with her and the way she's had to, the fact that she's finally achieving her goal to join the Vale Morgusa thing. And it was just, it was a really, really interesting story, really. So that's my review for Game of Thrones. Sorry it's a bit raggedy, but there's so much to remember for the show, but it can be hard to pin it down. Anyway guys, I'm Robyn here, and I shall see you all again soon for the Gotham review, which is coming very, very soon. Bye.